Going to be a little bit trickier. I'm not saying this is unplayable, but it's a little bit trickier here. This is probably going to be one of those lanes where you see Andel press heal at level 1 to try to see if he can get in there and avoid some of that damage from Nico. Try to do anything you can. Owner is here. He's like, you know what? That's too much damage. I'm looking for something.
Well, let's see whether this dive is going to work. It's a little bit dicey, but Owner is making his way in anyway. There's the headbutt out. His chains are not going to land. Still, they're looking for it, wanting to find that angle. Of course, long cooldown on the headbutt for now, as Owner is going to get taken down first. And there is a very dead Kaiser as well. What the hell was that?
I mean, when I watched them stay after the initial chains combo was set up, I was like, am I missing something here? I think they can't do it. It'd be insane. Like, look, he does not commit. But still, could have been insane if he actually gets that collapse. It's going to be a free dragon. That dragon smite will give Willer level 6, I believe. Should be enough experience there. In fact, not even going to smite.
There he goes.
Just level 6.
Got it locked down. So, like you say, level 6, almost double the farm of Owner here. Not in the end, as Faker does actually close in on him here. Let's see. There's a Pulverize just to try and interrupt. And the Unbreakable Will is now there for Owner. Still not a whole lot to fight for here in this river, unless you talk about a crab being a powerful thing. As in goes Andel, triple Pulverize. Pop Blossom there to answer, but it's only onto the cow, as Owner is just unkillable with that ultimate running. The rest of DRX are looking for him though, and down will go the Silas, and Carrier pops as well. Once the ultimate wears off, I guess the Silas is able to be taken down.
Okay, now I even know about the OG trilogy of Star Wars.
I imagine, like, it's been re-released so many times that they have to, right?
I hope so.
Surely. As Rich is going to be looking for a little bit of an engage on to Doran here, who's kiting this one out quite nicely. Yukal moving on over those. There's a Seismic Shove flash into an ulti that hits the air. And Doran is still going to be able to walk his way out, but does have to expend the flash in order to do so. Slice. That's how you do it.
Slice flash, you know. He's like, oh, I can flash a dice.
Is this actually the latest grubs that we've had ever?
Probably. In the jungle, and they're just continuing to just pinch sides. Faker does not have teleport, right? So if he gets caught, he is in big trouble. As Rich, speaking of getting caught.
Yeah, he's going to get walloped, and Rich is just dead. Solo bolo there for Doran. Yeah,
first turret of the game.
That's a lot of extra money here over to T1. That is completely evening out the gold lead that DRX had put together for themselves.
Yeah, this is really rough. It was a bit all in to make that play topside. Gets slowed here. And red buff actually for Doran. So he is just going to run him down. Gets the mega. And you can see he tries to dash.
He just walks at him and he's dead.
Toss up.
There we go.
Got him, he says. See, like, he had the kills, he had the lead, but it hasn't translated into second item spike. And his tier obviously is a ways away from finishing. And we're only 15.5 minutes in, but it feels like this Corki, you know, was so far ahead. And then you look at the items, you're like, if they can slow this down, T1 absolutely have a fight here.
Yeah, can't quite see the health bar on that dragon for now, as Owner does pick up that Unbreakable Will one more time. Yukal is going to block off the entry as the steal does not come on in. Now Willer looks for the angle. The Unbreakable Will is up, and there is the public execution for Willer into the backline. Meanwhile, Doran finds a gigantic Gnar to take down the cow, and DRX are just looking to exit the fight. There's the dash cannon from Carrier wanting to try and get on in there, but the flash forward from Doran, it just gets a flash from the enemy.
Gets the big wallop. Now let's see if he gets out of here, though. A bit of a caster curse. Teleport?
Yeah, there's a shove, though, so not going to be getting out of this one. The mini Gnar that could. Yukal takes a fair bit of damage, but he'll be all right. Does have the Seraph shield. And so a little bit unfortunate. Maybe that's caster
Yukal dead.
Now, yeah, there's a flash in. Yukal's really dead.
All right. And then in live.
Okay, got another battle here as public execution is stolen away. Andel is likely to be very dead. Voidseeker is actually what finishes it off there. Pays on the board now with his first kill of the game.
T1 as the observer showcase here, that turret is still alive.
Well, Andel is going to park himself alongside Gio yet again. As Pace and Carrier, they do have Owner there. Public execution connects onto the cow. Flash out from Andel is going to get him to relative safety. And now Faker dealing with Rich and with Willa. And Rich is going to be able to take him down this time with the help of his friends. Shove anyway.
That should be the mid turret, though, in that exchange. Big W for DRX here.
Yeah, Willa actually diving on in for this one as well. And the jungle ambassador we saw already. I mean, Lucid demonstrated exactly how dangerous the pick can be.
And we're just going to trade turrets here on top lane, which is fine. Top and bottom, that is to say, by top laners. But this is a big win for DRX because this opens up the map significantly for Willer. He's been a level up this whole game. That remains the case. Here.
Yeah, they are a lot of pings. So I think DRX has an idea of what's going on, but this Baron is going down so quickly. Andal booking it to get himself in, but I think it's just gone. Highway robbery as they take it away. Carrier off to the side. Willer is going to catch him as now Yukal making his way forward. Rich in the front line as he flashes on forward, slices, dices. There's the ulti from Willer. So sick on the play as they dive on top of Pays, who look to get over the wall. The cow is going to get sacrificed, but the Baron is not worth this much money anymore. And they lose a couple of deaths and sacrifice the Mountain Soul.
The jungler here for DRX is going to smite this dragon away. You have to imagine no way for Owner to get in. 1400 the smite, and Mountain Soul belongs to the underdogs as maybe they get even more.
Yeah, here's a teleport in. As Sterix is now completed here for Rich. He's looking to try and kill Doran. The mini Gnar that could. Cannot. Not this time. As he'll get shoved and destroyed. Everything, and then everyone kind of got to vacate the area as Faker is behind the turret. T1 kind of closing in on DRX for the moment, but look at that fresh shield that they've got for themselves.
It's going to feel fantastic in scrappy fights, which feels like every fight has been. Gio trying to bait them?
Oh dear, Headbutt Pulverize does come on through. There is the public execution, and Carrier could do absolutely nothing about it. Ona tries to steal away the dominance. The Gnar is massive though from Doran. Can he save the fight? The answer is no. Rich is a huge, huge crocodile, and he'll just cut up T1. DRX are looking to head towards game number 3, Wolf.
It looks like it.
Doran's best efforts.
And it looks like even though Gio dies here, it's going to be a full rout of T1. Faker the last to fall. And engage normally, but I don't think he will. In fact, I think this Baron is probably just gone.
Well, Realm Warp was used just to see what was going on at the Baron. They do manage to get the Scryer out there as well. Shove back onto Owner. He now has the Unbreakable Will, which is so scary. But look at this, DRX just keeping them at bay. The cow throws down that ulti, presses Pulverize for fun, and DRX can take a Baron and move on now towards this Elder to make this Weaver's Wall work. As it is available, Doran now. Yeah, not actually going to be able to interrupt that. It's at the public execution onto Faker, who gets exhausted and cut down where he stands. Doran trying to find it, gets a double knock into the wall, as Andal will be the one taken out first. Willa still trying to get this work done, but it's Doran that's dead. And the Elder Dragon now getting turned on by DRX with the man advantage. Owner is still there with his smite available, and Pays is up and available as well. Can they lock down Yukal? That's the question. The flash out from Pays to avoid getting hit, but Owner is just going to get slaughtered. And DRX, I think they're doing it. They're taking the Elder Dragon, and this could be the way that they win this game.
I mean, such a patient fight from DRX was phenomenal control.
Man, I really want to hear what Joker says. If DRX wins this game, oh my goodness. He's just going to be so happy, isn't he?
I think he might be out of coach comms this
Oh yeah, sorry. But I mean, like, but afterwards.
Oh, sure.
You know, yeah,
oh,
after
yeah,
the
no,
game.
for sure.
After the game.
Absolutely.
He's not going to be able to do another coach voice.
Yeah, I think, you know, the amount of time T1 was able to buy at the end of that fight might give them one more attempt to just, like, wave clear here, but Faker still doesn't have his actualizer. I think this is just an inevitable loss here. Man, Yukal's got that wave pushing mid, and this inhibitor is not long for this world.
Yukal is really making Talia look like a great champion in this game. He's just having a brilliant performance. As now with the Elder, going to be very difficult to stop this one as Gio just kills Faker. Okay, Pop Blossom now being set up, but Gio is able to avoid it. Carrier's going to get eaten by a dragon. Doran going to follow suit, and DRX will obliterate them as they now take down the Nexus turrets and send us to a Game 3 versus T1.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.